Recording.
Hey folks, welcome to the Filmcast podcast.
You fucked it up again.
Super screwed it up.
Alright, try it again. Take two.
Alright, welcome to Filmcraft. We're gonna talk about film.
Latif just had a mini stroke.
That was my Tommy Wiseau.
Okay, that wasn't bad. He kind of sounds like he had a stroke.
Jeez. Well, let's see your Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we have to do it like as a welcome to Filmcraft.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Filmcraft. We teach you about film.
We make movies. Jeez.
That was awesome.
That was like not rehearsed.
Yeah. Nothing we do is rehearsed. Other than the movies we make. We rehearse those a little bit.
We do?
I did.
Oh my god.
Okay, so yeah, I think today we're going to talk about the screening, and then the next one we'll talk about distribution and festivals and all that fucking crazy shit.
Yeah.
So, Latif had the idea to make this a story version of Filmcraft.
Yeah, and we can just go through exactly kind of what happened.
Yeah, and there isn't much how-to. It's like, at this point, it's like take movie, show movie.
Yeah.
Alright, so kick it off.
Like, well, first you start by playing the film. No, I'm kidding.
Plug it in and push play.
Okay, so, yeah, I had to export the film, and I did that the night before, and I had like 3 versions just to make sure they all worked as a backup, because we were screening it at VFS, which is Vancouver Film School.
And they are awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
They gave us a screening room for free, which we did have little hookups, so it's not like it came from generosity. Well, it did come from their generosity, but still.
Yeah, I mean, I was a former student. I don't know if they knew that, but yeah, I went to VFS, so it was cool because it was a nice little theater room, nice seats, nice screen, whatever, air conditioning. So I start by showing up like 15 minutes before the screening starts. So I think I definitely shocked Matt. I was like, yeah, I'll be there soon.
Yeah, you cut it a bit close. And your fucking phone broke the night before, so I couldn't even call you.
Oh, that was
bitch.
the worst. Yeah, my phone was on the fritz, and then it just died the night before the screening. Like, literally, I couldn't do anything. It was in my pocket. And I showed it to Matt, like, Matt, I tried to open it, and it just didn't work. No, that's kind of how it felt, because the night before I was like, shit, my phone. And I had a screwdriver, and I started, like, jabbing like holds my phone, see what was wrong.
That'll make it better.
And it didn't work. And then yeah, Matt couldn't call me, so I'm sure he was like, what the fuck? But I sent him a Facebook message before I took off, and I was like, on my way.
Here's the other thing too, I don't have Facebook on my phone.
Wait, so you just kind of...
Yeah, so there was like nothing. I'm trying to get a hold of you, you're trying to get a hold of me, and it just wasn't jiving.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you knew. So
No.
you're just kind of like sweating in there, like, holy shit, where's this guy? Ah.
Yeah, and like I wanted to test it a little bit more because it was the first time we had it on the big screen before we showed people. Didn't quite work out that way, so I just went and got beer instead.
You were already halfway through a beer by the time I got there. You're like, hey man.
Yeah, so you showed up, we threw it on, and it actually didn't work with the 5.1 mix.
No.
The sound mix, yeah. It needed an additional like couple hours to sync or something like that. Can't remember what it was, but we ended up just using the mix with the front speakers. It sounded fine.
Yeah.
Especially you're in an auditorium of 60, 70 people.
Yeah, it was a smaller screening room, so we didn't have to worry about like people not hearing it.
Yeah.
The speakers are right in front of you, so not a big deal, but
yeah. So Latif showed up like 15 minutes before everyone else.
Yep.
I took Latif and the sound guy aside and just cracked a beer and said, I was really appreciative through the entire thing. I'm like, thank you for helping me make my movie. And they're both like, shut up. But no, I was like, thanks guys. Like, obviously this wouldn't have been possible without either of you, especially Latif,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, people started showing up. And then I remember I was nervous.
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
You were super nervous.
Yeah, because like at this point, I was nervous because like it's my first movie and I'm showing people what it's. I was also like, I don't want to watch this fucking movie again. I've seen it. I've seen that movie so many goddamn times.
Yeah.
And you're going to feel this through editing. By the time you come to the screening, you're not even going to watch it. You've probably seen it you're nearing like triple digits at this point in like 4 months. So like that's a lot to watch. And it's not only you've seen the current cut, the final cut of the movie, you've seen every cut of this movie possible.
And we had like 6 cuts.
Yeah.
So like every time we do a cut, like we watch it like a couple times, and like you watch the whole, like you've seen a lot of hours of the movie.
Yeah.
And in total, it adds up to around triple digits, right?
Yeah.
So like you're not like yay, you're like I
gotta watch this movie again.
My eyes.
So yeah, I was nervous because I just didn't want to watch the movie again, and I didn't want people looking at me being like, doesn't look like he's having a good time. Is this movie going to be any good? It's like, yes, it's good. I don't want to watch it again. And then, like, I'll never forget this. I think I phrased this the best I possibly could. Inviting people to the screening of your first movie is really nerve-wracking because it's like inviting a room full of people to watch you lose your virginity. Like, you have no idea if what you did was right. It's your first time doing it. You just took a shot in the dark and went with your instincts. But instead of like when you lose your virginity, usually there's one other person there. Like imagine a room full of people and they're there to critique it. You know what I mean? So it's a nerve-wracking experience.
I think I'd liken it to, not that your metaphor wasn't apt, but like it's like being in a room full of blind guys while you're getting circumcised.
What? Explain yourself.
So you're in a room. It's full of blind guys.
No, I got that part. But how is that similar?
But you're getting circumcised. So, yeah, you're naked and getting circumcised. And it sucks. But now there's a room full of blind guys. So you just...
I gotta say I'm not following you on this one. Here's a challenge I'm going to pose to someone. If you're a first-time filmmaker, I want you to make your movie and show it. And if you're not circumcised, I want you to get circumcised in a room full of blind guys and then email me, and I will be eternally thankful. I'll put you in my next movie or something.
Here's what I mean. I'm going to try to explain this. See, the blind guys are your audience. Because, yes, they're there, but they're not really seeing it. They're just there, right? But it's you who's really in it. And you're getting circumcised. You know, the blind guys are just...
No, I'm voting A on that.
I stand by this.
Okay, so yeah, at this point, like, people have showed up. It is, when people show up, it is really nice, I'll say that, because, you know, everyone at this point has been waiting for the movie for 8 months?
Yeah, a long time.
We were out doing post-production, 7-8 months.
Actually, that's not that long.
No, yeah. but still, I mean, like, you're an indie actor. Most of them, it's their first feature. It's something where you're like, I want to see this, right?
Right away,
so
yeah.
The energy of people showing up was awesome, and everyone was, like, really excited. That part could not have went better.
Yeah.
And then
I think only a couple of people couldn't make it.
Yeah, everyone really, really tried to make it.
Yeah.
And then I remember right before we hit play, I just went up in front of everyone and said my thank yous, you know. Same thing like I just said, I'm very appreciative you all worked for this. You know, I know you were all underpaid, but you're not undervalued. I appreciate you greatly, and I hope you don't hate the movie. And I remember I said, I hope it's good, but in the off chance you don't like it, remember, Lateef edited it.
You did say that.
Yeah. And then I remember you totally shut me down with, you wrote it.
Oh man, that was a good one. And then I sat down and everyone's like...
No, there was no slow clap.
Listen, man, it's like being a room full of blankets. Okay, there was no slow clap, but that was a good moment.
But yeah, you did shut me down pretty good. And then, yeah, it was time to play the movie. We turned the lights off, it started up. I remember I cracked a beer and someone was like, we could bring beer. And I was like, I'm the director, shut up.
Yeah.
And then we watched it. It was fucking painful for me to watch because it was my 10,000th time seeing it.
Yeah.
But I largely just watched the audience and like their reactions.
Did it feel different when it was like, it's on a big screen?
No.
People, no?
Okay. Not different that it's on a big screen. Very different that there was people there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's strange. Like, you'll often hear people test movies and gauge audience reactions, then change scenes based off those reactions.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think we needed that. And I'm not saying that in a way where I'm like, this movie is flawless. The way I thought people would react to each scene was the way they reacted to each scene.
Mm-hmm.
Which in itself is kind of reassuring because it made me feel like our judgment was very on point for, you know, what we were making people feel in those scenes. What did you think during it?
I was very calm and relaxed.
Mm.
I don't know. I very rarely get stressed out, so I was really more excited to see the movie up on the screen, and having people watch it and get their opinion. Well, not their opinion, because like I was really there to see their reaction to it. So when they'd laugh or when it would kind of go quiet during a more serious moment, like I was very attentive to that.
Yep.
So I sat in the back of the theater where I could kind of look around every now and then.
Scan.
And see what people were doing. If anyone pulled out their phone, I'd be like, oh, noted. See what was happening on the screen. So
did anyone do that?
No one did that.
Good. I was going to say, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
It was pretty nice. People, you know, clapped for it. And it was well received. So that was like...
It was well received in Room B.
Which, the one thing I will say is if it's not well received in your cast and crew screening, like I haven't had it happen, but I would imagine you made a pretty bad movie if people were like, if it ends and they're like, ugh.
Oh, that'd be so bad. Because your parents were there.
Yeah.
So you imagine your parents sitting around and like,
maybe you're gonna have to write you out of the will.
Oh, that'd be great.
I know, right?
I'd feel sad, but at the same time I'd be like, holy shit.
That'd be a moment you would put in the next movie.
It's like, I made art so bad, my parents wrote me out of the will.
Yeah, it was nice, you know, everyone...
That didn't happen.
No, it didn't. My dad is a huge advocate for the movie. I remember he called me a couple weeks later, and he was like, I was telling all the guys at work about your movie. I told them that it was like Quentin Tarantino dialogue. I'm like, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
He's like a super fan.
Like, it's not that good, okay? And then we organized a pub crawl that night. Fuck, we got drunk that night, didn't we?
I was okay.
Yeah.
I had a couple
I don't
beers.
think I've ever seen you drunk.
No. I had a couple beers and, you know, shooting up with the crew and just talking. It was really fun.
You know, you just said shooting up with the crew, right?
Shooting up?
That's like heroin.
That's what I meant.
Lateef did not do heroin, by the way.
No, like, that's what I meant.
You're never going to get another job
I was with a couple blind
this.
guys. I was like, yeah, the movie was done. I was feeling that feeling.
Anyone got any tar?
7 p.m. came around. I was like, it's time. No, like, I don't know what I was trying to say. Shooting up with the crew.
Talking with the crew.
Shooting the
shit.
I was shooting up with the crew. Yeah, like we went to the karaoke place.
Yeah.
Talked film and just got to relax after all that, and it was really nice.
Yep. Yeah. One note that I did tell Lateef was I found very, like, it's encouraging, but it was frustrating at the same time for the screening, and you'll probably run into this too, was when the screening happened, I asked everyone, like, what'd you think? And they're like, oh yeah, it's really, really good. And I was like, not one person has anything kind of constructive to say about this movie. Either it is amazing or everyone's being real nice. Yeah. So I was like, no, come on guys, like, I know I probably could have done at least one thing a little better.
They're like, nope.
Like, no, it's awesome. So like, I know by all rights it is much better than we had any right making it, especially like first time writer, first time director, and we
Small, micro budget.
Yeah, everything considered, we did a really good job.
Yeah.
But there are things that could be better in there.
Yeah, of course. And
So-
and the cast, the crew, your friends and parents aren't going to be like, well, Matt, here's what we think.
So the one thing I will say is that if you find yourself in an audience situation like that, and the director is like, "What'd you think?" and you're like, "Yeah, it was really good, man. Good for you." And he's like, "No, seriously, like, what did you think? Give me some criticism. I really want to hear it." Don't be afraid to be like, "Well, I think this scene could have been a bit better. That scene didn't land as I think you thought it was going to for this reason." And don't be like, "Well, here's the thing. Your movie sucks, bro." Probably don't do that. But I don't know. It would have meant something to me, and that's fucked up to say. Meant something to me had someone been like, "I think this could have been a bit better.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why that scene could have landed a little bit more
Right.
good."
Obviously, you will have expectations because everyone does, but
Yeah.
it's nice to just remove any big hopes and just hope that people like your movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll do another episode in the future on marketing and distribution. Actually, even just saying that, it's going to be more than one episode.
Mhm.
But for now, we'll let this rest. I don't know when this last episode of making the movie will come out.
Yeah.
Be weeks after we record it, but congratulations.
Yeah.
You've done an amazing job. And through this entire thing, if there's any questions you have about anything we did,
Shoot us an email.
Yeah.
Send us a comment.
anything we talked about that you want more elaboration on, just anything you need more information on, any comment you have, send it our way. We're really happy to help you out. The whole reason we wanted to do this was to give people a good resource on how to make this kind of movie.
Mm-hmm.
So anything you need, let us know.
Yeah, and I also recommend if you're gonna do a screening of your film
Mhm.
and you're hard pressed to find somewhere to screen it, go to a film school and ask them.
Yeah.
I made a movie. I just want to show it to people,
Mm-hmm.
even if you have to rent it. A lot of times they'll give it to you for free because
Yeah.
they're just nice like that. But I went to this cool screening for a short film, and this girl just set up a projector in her apartment.
Mm.
Just shot up like a wall with it.
Oh, sweet.
Had chairs and
Yeah.
food. It was really like small, but like really cute and nice.
Yeah.
So I think if you're gonna make an indie film, you might have to do an indie screening, which is
Yeah.
also really cool.
Not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And this podcast is brought to you by
Pippa.
Pippa.io.
Yeah, it's a podcast hosting service. Really cheap. I should really figure out the price because I've just been saying 9 or 12 or something for the last while. But they're awesome. They're cheap. You can host unlimited episodes on there. You get free transcripts and a free sniper tool where you can take 5 to 20 seconds of your transcript and turn it into like an audio GIF, which is really easy to share on your social medias. So yeah, go with Pippa. We did because they're awesome and they'll be awesome to you too.
Yeah. And thanks for making movies.